What's up, guys? We are out here. Just finished work. Show you the time. 3. I was on the 7:30 AM shift today, so I'm feeling pretty tired, but we're all good. Just had my pre-workout meal, which was 100 grams of oats and a little bit of honey. Had that about an hour ago on my break. Gonna get a pre-workout in, and we're gonna train chest, delts, and biceps with Shabab. And there's my man Shabab right there filming me, Snapchatting me. I'll get you if you get me. This is my cameraman for today. The Bengali madness will be real. That was elegant. Please don't fall.
Nah, I ain't gonna go into no fail video, fam.
Jeez! You don't know, they don't know. On the agenda for today is how does one bulk? How does one gain muscle? How does one increase their muscle mass? I'm gonna just overlay our workout footage just over while I'm talking, just for something for you guys to look at when I'm boring you out of my mind with all these facts and figures. So guys, how do you gain muscle? How do you keep increasing muscle? How do you keep the process of weight gain happening? It's gonna come down to 2 principles, guys. I'm gonna keep it nice and easy and maybe go into more depth if you guys want me to in a future video. First principle is gonna be progressive overload. Now this is the fundamentals of bodybuilding, progressive overload. If you're not increasing the amount of exercise, the amount of power, the amount of weight, the amount of reps, the amount of sets that you do each session, in one form or another, you will stay the same. Your body is extremely clever in the way that if you go in and do 60 kilo bench press every single Monday, your body knows that next Monday you're doing 60 kilo bench press. This is why we need to increase our weights, increase the amount of sets that we do, or the amount of reps that we do. So if one of those things are increased, you can say that you've progressively overloaded. You've overloaded your body more than the week before. The idea is to force trauma into your muscles. For example, if we're doing the bench press, we're forcing trauma into our muscles and into our fibers in order to create micro tears for them to be able to rebuild stronger and stronger. One way to do that is to download the app that you're seeing right now. It's called Rep Count. I'm just gonna load up the workout that I did today, and then I'm gonna click each of these buttons as you're seeing me go to do right now. For example, I'm gonna click this little, almost look like a little clock, and it's gonna show me how I've progressed over the last few weeks. So you can see there's a few dips. That is fine. That is exactly how strength goes. It's not progressively linear. It's not, you know, you're not gonna get stronger every single week. You have to admit that and you have to accept that. But we can do everything in our power to negate that and to keep increasing every single week. So this app just allows me to track everything that I do. So what I'll do right now is I'll just open up a new routine. I'll click top one, back thickness. I'll click start the workout. And as you see there, those faded colors, they actually show you how much I lifted last week. So it gives me the immediate figure of what I need to go on. So I know that if I hit 95 for 6 last week, that I'm either gonna hit 95 for 9, or I'm gonna hit 100 for 5, or something like that, or something along those lines. The more, the better. So guys, hold yourself accountable, get your notebook out, get the notes out on your phone, download an app like this, and hold yourself accountable. Progressively overload every single session. I was guilty of it last year. I just said to myself, I want 140 kilo squat for 20. I did it. Said I wanted 180 squat for 1. I did it. I said I wanted a 100 bench for 20 and 155 bench. I got it. Those things are good, and I did get them over a 6-month, 8-month period. But I'm telling you guys, I have never gained as much muscle as I have gained in this last 3 months as when I've held myself accountable, and I've consciously and actively progressed every single week, guys. So if there's one thing that you do get out of this video, is that you need to actively progress. You need to think about it every single fucking session that you go in there, you go in and you beat everything that you've done. If you don't beat it, it's a bad session. That's the mindset you need to have in order to grow. Don't get me wrong, guys, if you're not as serious and if you're not taking this to the competition level, as long as you are progressing over a good time period, you will gain muscle, guys. You know, it's not as hardcore as, that's it guys, it's fucking everything, it's this, it's that. You don't need to get into that mindset. I just do because it's what I want to do in life, so I'm going to put the most amount of effort into it as I can. So every single session for me is game day. Every single session I do is like walking out onto that rugby field. It's like making that big deal. You know, this is why I do it, because I love these sessions. Okay, that is the first point, progressively overloading in weights mechanically. The next thing you need to do is progressively overload your food. So as you gain weight, your basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of food and the amount of calories you need to ingest in order to maintain your weight, goes up. So the heavier you are, the higher your calories need to be in order to maintain your body weight. For example, this is relative to me. When I hit below 4,000 calories, I'll lose weight. That's because I've built my metabolism very, very high, and I've reversed out of my competition very, very well. I'm so happy that I did, because I didn't gain any unwanted fat. Guys, by this point last year, so 4 months after my competition, or three or 4 months after my competition, I was 6 kilos heavier than I am now. Like 6 extra kilos on top of what I am right now. That is crazy, guys. So relatively pound for pound, you do fucking nothing. Conor McGregor, by the way.
Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you will do nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Pound for pound, I am the strongest I've ever been. I'm coming up to the strongest I've ever been, regardless of being pound for pound. I'm pretty sure in the next 2 to 4 weeks, my next 2 to 4 week cycles, because I have a 2-week training cycle, I will become the strongest version of myself at the lightest weight possible, which I'm very, very happy about, guys. So in terms of progressively eating, you need to add calories in every single week. In terms of progressively eating, you need to add calories in as often as you need to in order to keep gaining weight. Guys, if you stall in gaining weight, eat more food. If you stall in strength, eat more food. If you stall in generally progressing in terms of physique-wise, eat more food. Guys, when you're natural, eating is the most anabolic thing you can do. Giving your body energy and fuel is the most anabolic thing that you can do. So just concentrate on increasing the food, eating at the right times, guys. When your carbs get stupidly high, for example, I'm probably eating around 500 grams of carbs a day. That is a lot of carbs, and it's probably going to go up. Realistically, it's going to go up. I've got 3 more months left of bulking. It's going to go up towards 600-700, you know. And to remain carb sensitive and not insensitive, so you want to be able to still react to the carbs. I feel like, not just because I've been told to do it by my coach and not because I'm doing it now, but generally because I've tried all these different diets. I've tried a lot of different diets. I haven't tried all of them, but the one I'm doing right now is definitely my favorite, and it's putting the majority of my carbs around my workouts. So I won't have any carbs at breakfast. Imagine, guys, I'm having 500 grams of carbs. I have no carbs at breakfast, no carbs to my second meal. When I go train, I have 100 grams of oats before I train, and a banana. That's a decent amount of carbs. It's like 100 grams, fueling myself for the workout. And then as soon as you start lifting, you are using energy. Therefore, you are creating a demand for energy, and thus in turn, carbohydrates. So that I then fuel myself with, actually I'll show you right now. I then fuel myself with highly branched cyclic dextrin. This highly branched cyclic dextrin is a very, very fast absorbing carbohydrate, almost to the point of sugar, but it's not sugar, it's very low GI. This fuels my body while I'm working out. I'm not joking, guys. It is the best pump I've ever had. It is right now with these and being this body fat. Guys, when you're a high body fat, it's harder to get pumps. This is just helping me so much in terms of getting a pump and getting the fuel for my workouts. And then post-workout is when I have my big feast, you know, two bagels, jam, honey, 150 grams of Cheerios, rice, chicken, like have that huge big meal post-workout because my body is dying for it. And then I'll kind of taper off the carbs for my meal after that meal, after my post-workout meal. And then again, my 2 final meals will be no carbs, no carbs. So it's just placing them in the right time, but always progressively overloading. So increasing the post-workout carbs, increasing the pre-workout carbs, increasing the intra-workout carbs. So guys, you must progressively eat, progressively overload. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure you guys are doing those kind of things, and make some gains. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. See you in the next one.